Today in the studio we are joined by
Daniel Ingram.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Voice of Scotland, episode 4. Today, Daniel Ingram's in the studio with us. Really nice to see you again, buddy.
Good to be back.
Daniel Ingram is a very talented musician, singer-songwriter. He plays in one or two bands on a few different instruments, multi-talented.
Just about, yeah.
He runs open mics, and he can do the Edinburgh circuit really well, actually. You've been pretty much in every venue at least once.
Got around quite quickly, yeah. Only once, though, because once they've heard, they never bring me back. So got to keep switching it every week.
Change the name. If we get you back next week, it'll be a different name.
Yeah. John Smith.
John Smith.
Dye my hair blonde, it'll be fine.
Great to have you here. So obviously we're talking a bit more, these interviews are a bit more technical about stuff, but it's really good. You're actually starting to record and make your own music yourself and help others.
Yeah, we're getting the studio set up in the new flat. Which, I've actually got space to do it now, which is great. Instead of trying to cram it in the corner of the living room, I've got space to set up a spare room. So yeah, the plan's not so much to do a whole lot of my own recording, apart from maybe at 3 in the morning when I've got an idea and I don't want to forget it.
Neighbours are going to love you.
Soundproofing, it's fine. And chocolates to the neighbours on a weekly basis. But no, it's mostly to bring in sort of a couple of friends of mine who are looking to get recording, don't have the budget to go and throw at a professional studio. And just sort of helping out the scene a little bit, give something back. Because, I came in not knowing anybody and nervy. And, like 17, like, even shorter than I am now, if you can believe that. And, like, helping out the next version of me who comes through would be quite nice, or just give them a platform.
That's great that you're giving that back, because, if you think about it, nowadays, to go to a normal studio, just even for a day or a few hours, you're talking about £200-300. The fact that you're offering, like, some friends the opportunity to get their hands on, for some people, they haven't even heard themselves back for the first time, so... Yeah. It's really, really good that you're doing that. It's a big integral part. So not only are you doing open mics to help people get some shows, you're also now helping them get even bigger shows. That's a beautiful thing.
Trying, yeah, man. That's the aim, is that they can use it, maybe not for like release to the public, so it's not going to be like going on Spotify or selling, but they can send it to a promoter and say, this is me, this is what I do.
Yeah.
What do you think, kind of thing.
That's what everyone needs. It's just that starting break.
Yeah, because that's the difficult bit, is going to a promoter, going to a venue and being like, you should put me on stage.
Yeah.
That's the bit they go, why? And you go, So I'm really good. I can't prove it, but I'm really good. So that's the point, to bring something in they can go, this is why. Boom.
So, you play in one or two bands and you've got your own solo music and you're going to play a song for us later.
Yeah.
How do you feel the difference when you're on stage with a band and when you're on stage an open mic? Not difference with band, just playing on a proper stage compared to... you bringing down some speakers and setting up. Do you feel more confident when you're setting up speakers yourself and doing an open mic set, or do you trust in your sound techs and you're confident with what's getting produced?
That depends entirely on the sound tech. But all the sound techs in the scene in and around Edinburgh are awesome. Like unsung heroes. If you go to a gig and you enjoy it, go hug the man in the sound booth, or woman. But yeah, go hug the person in the sound booth. But yeah, they're all brilliant at what they do. So I usually trust the sound tech. But it is a bit nicer bringing your own equipment down and setting everything yourself and knowing, because you know yourself, you know how to set up a mic for you better than a sound tech will. To a point, you can walk in and do it instantly. Know, okay, I need to add a little bit of this, take a little bit of that out, get it at roughly this volume, and then you sound check, and it takes you a minute instead of half an hour. So it's,
yeah, we say this every time. It comes down to communication.
Yeah.
Like the more you can confer to your tech, the better it will be and such.
The better you know the tech as well, that helps. Like if they know how you
heard you before.
If they know what to expect, then you can tweak it.
Yeah, but also it's the trust. But also, as you say, like when I do an open mic every once in a while, I really like knowing that you get used to the room, you know the sound, so you're confident about what's coming out the front of the house.
Yeah.
So
that's knowing the venue. Yeah, like playing a venue for the first time is always a little bit tricky. Either as a performer or as a tech, you're hedging your bets a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true. So question we ask everyone: when you're playing with a band, what do you listen to in your monitors if you're going in cans, if you're going in the studio, or monitor when you're on stage? What members of the band do you listen to?
So when I'm recording playing bass, it needs the drum there, a lot of drums, even if it's just the kick. As much of drums as you can get, to be honest. Rhythm guitar and lead vocal is all I really need. Anything extra.
You ignore the soloist.
Yeah, anything the soloist does is pointless to me. Like, it's just a waste of time. Like,
Well, I suppose if being
I'm just assuming he's going to watch this video. That's the only thing as I'm saying that.
Well, yeah, I take it that's mainly because that's you're trying to keep rhythm and time with the drummer. So yeah,
that's
quick
my
time.
job as the bass player, is to keep the rhythm. Like, there's no point listening to the thrills that, you know, the little fills and the riffs that make people in the crowd go mental, because, you know, it's great and it's brilliant and we need that. But it's my job to do that, keep the band ticking over. It's a rhythm section. We work as a unit.
That's a really, really nice answer. So with your own stuff, or it's quite bluesy what you're doing and such. Do you have
depressive.
Do you have a few influences?
I don't know, there's a lot of my parents' music when I was growing up. So a lot of Dylan.
All right.
A lot of things like Guns N' Roses and Led Zeppelin. When everyone else was listening to dance music, and I had like Sweet Child of Mine blaring from my window. And, so there's bits of that, I think.
I can see you with a bandana and a boombox.
It's like Wham. But, yeah, there's a lot of American artists as well, like lesser known ones who play, like, you know, if you go on like a blues acoustic playlist, and you'll get these artists you've never heard of, but you listen to it and you think that's stunning. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
And a lot of folk music as well, like songs that were written like 600 years ago and still sound awesome. Like, stealing little bits from that and trying to build that into my own music was...
So it's a wee bit more folk blues then, really, if you try to take the kind of messages
Probably
from...
bits, yeah, because they always try and tell a story, which is... Yeah, that's the addition, the idea behind a folk song, is you've got a message.
Yeah.
If it was never new and it never gets old, then it's a folk song. So that's not exactly a bad thing to have about your music, that it sounds like something that's awesome, and it will still sound awesome in 100 years' time.
Yeah. So, the song you're going to play for us today, what's it called?
Judgment Day.
And what's the story behind that one?
The story behind this song has changed a couple of times since I wrote it, because it's been edited and tweaked and lines have been changed.
That's progression. If you don't do that,
it's gotten a bit better. Yeah, hopefully. But no, it started. I was going through a relatively sort of dark patch. I was having problems at work, and problems at home, problems with the missus, and all that kind of thing, and it was just a bit much. So that's where the song came from. I was a little bit tipsy in my room. I found this progression that I quite liked. It's really basic, stripped it down, like a kind of really old school blues song, like that kind of dun 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 dun, that like 2-string blues song.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started to sing a little bit, just to kind of vent, because I needed a break. And then after about an hour or so, I was like, this could turn into something. So I plugged bits of it and brought it across. So it was a mismatched song that took me a while to get together. But I think I performed it the next day as well. Like, it was one of those ones that instantly just sat. And it sat in the back of my head, and I was like, that could be something good. So I performed it a few times live, and then tweaked it again. And you'll hear the final product at the end. But yeah, it's just about going through a tough time and not knowing what's going to happen, and not being okay with not knowing, but being okay with not being okay. If that makes any twisted. So you're kind of accepting that I'm not all right at this point in time, but I will be eventually.
Almost the pleasure and the misery.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, it is almost that depressive.
But that also like strikes on another note. Like, you're using your music not only as, you know, something you love and passionate about. You're using it as a venting tool as well.
Any musician who says they don't use music as therapy is lying. That's why we got into it. That's why we do it, because, you know, playing in a back room to 6 people, you know, if you didn't love it and it didn't help you, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. That's very true. Well, really looking forward to hearing the song. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Nice, thanks for having me down.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you for checking it out again, guys. Daniel's links to his Facebook and such will be in the description below, and links to Voice of Scotland and the other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.
Peace out. This song's called Judgment Day. Hope you enjoy it.
Myself out. Got me crying out for the good of my health. There's all the pressure building up inside. Oh, it takes its toll on my tired mind, and I don't know if it's mine to say, but for me it feels like it's Judgment Day. I'm on my way. You got me searching down deep on in my mind. Open up my dreams and tell me what you find. 'Cause I've been waiting for all this time, standing there by your side, and I don't know if it's mine to say, but for me this feels like it's Judgment Day. I'm on my way. Tell my tale before I bite my tongue. Confess my sin, I'll tell you what I've done. Oh yeah, by your knee and now by my head. Just kill me quick because I'm already dead. So I'm already dead. You hit me like a drug running through my veins. At the corner, I sold my soul to buy a brain. So the pain that I hide inside, oh it finds its way out even though I try. And I don't know if it's mine to say, but for me this feels like it's Judgment Day. And I'm on my way. Tell my tale before I bite my tongue. Oh yeah, confess my sins, I'll tell you what I've done. Oh wow, bow your knee and now bow my head. Just kill me quick because I'm already dead. So I'm already dead. So I'm already dead.